Breaking on 4 News now at 6, a garbage truck crash sends 2 people to the hospital, closing a section of a busy Spokane road. We are live at the scene with what we know so far.
I am tracking a powerful cold front that's bringing with it gusty winds and a drastic drop in temperatures. I'll let you know how cool it's going to get in your First Alert forecast.
And the Spokane City Council approved an emergency ordinance despite pushback from the mayor and the police chief. Why the mayor cannot veto their decision. You're watching 4 News now at 6.
We start with breaking news tonight. A section of Upriver Drive just reopened near Millwood. It's been closed for the last few hours because of a garbage truck crash. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This happened right in front of Pasadena Park Elementary School, forcing the school to change how kids were picked up. And that is where our Rania Kaur is tonight with what we know so far about everything reopening. Rania.
Aaron, Kirsten, take a look behind me. Just within the past 10 minutes, tow trucks are now here taking away some of the cars that were hit. You could actually see the garbage truck involved in this crash in the Pasadena Park Elementary School parking lot. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, the crash mainly was between one car which hit the garbage truck. I'm told the driver of the car was driving recklessly before the crash. The garbage truck did hit several cars in the parking lot. The West Valley superintendent says those cars belong to staff members who were all in the back of the school with students in a school-wide kickball game.
People heard the noise, saw kind of a poof of dust, and then kind of came around the corner of the building and saw that there was this accident.
This crash happened right around the time that school was being let out. All students are, of course, picked up now, but parents did have to go to the Nazarene Church next door, and bus routes were slightly delayed. The driver of the car was taken to the hospital and has possible life-threatening injuries. The driver of the garbage truck was responding at the time of the crash, but was taken to the hospital just in case. No one else was hurt. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on this as we learn more information. You can keep up to date on our website at kxly.com. In Spokane Valley, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Rania, thank you. Well, a powerful cold front is bringing gusty winds, thunderstorms, and a major drop in temperatures. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker, who's been tracking this cold front all day.
Well, our thunderstorm activity has moved out of North Idaho. We did have a severe storm right before 5 o'clock, moved through the Athol, Farragut State Park area and Bayview. That did cause some minor damage to a campsite and some trees down, as well as power outages. You can see the last of that thunderstorm activity moving off to the northeast. Still a little bit of thunderstorm activity going on in the central panhandle. That too is tracking toward western Montana and will be clearing out overnight. The winds, however, are sticking around as that cold front approaches. We have gusts at 36 miles per hour in Spokane right now. It is windy. 30-mile-per-hour gusts in Pullman and 28-mile-per-hour gusts in Moses Lake. Our forecast wind gusts, we're going to keep those going through the night. Here is midnight as that cold front begins dropping down out of Canada. 35-mile-per-hour gusts possible, particularly in the Columbia Basin. Here's 9 o'clock tomorrow with breezy conditions continuing around the region. Now, this evening, expect your skies to clear a little bit this evening. Mostly cloudy overnight. We'll be down to 62 by 11. It's going to be a chilly start to the day tomorrow. I'll tell you all about the cool down that cold front is bringing in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Now to some breaking news out of Florida tonight. Former President Donald Trump has pleaded not guilty to 37 federal charges. He is accused of hoarding classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago home. Mr. Trump is the first former president to ever face federal charges. Ahead of his arraignment, protesters on both sides gathered outside of the courtroom.
We're out here, we're supporting you. Don't give up. No retreat, no surrender.
He should have been locked up a long time ago.
Federal prosecutors allege Mr. Trump improperly stored dozens of classified government documents at his Mar-a-Lago resort that he knew were not authorized to keep, claiming he even schemed to obstruct the investigation. Officials say some of those documents contained top-secret nuclear weapon and other national defense information. If convicted, Mr. Trump could face decades in prison. An emergency ordinance is now in effect, allowing the ombudsman to investigate Spokane's chief of police.
The council voted on the ordinance last night, passing it in a 6-1 vote. 4 News Now's Natalie Grant joins us in studio. Natalie, we know the mayor has been vocal in her stance against this ordinance. Is there a way she can veto it?
Well, Aaron, Kirsten, the short answer is no, because this ordinance was passed as an emergency. The mayor does not have the power to veto it. However, according to her office, she is reviewing and considering all of her options. And on the other side, I spoke with advocates today who say they were proud of the council for taking this step in police oversight and accountability.
Okay, I passed the 6-1.
On Monday night, the Spokane City Council voted in favor to amend the municipal code and giving more authority to the Office of the Police Ombudsman to investigate any officer, including the chief.
And I don't see why a police chief should be any different. In fact, I think more so for a role that has such power and responsibility.
Jack Archer with the Spokane Community Against Racism was happy to see the council's support for the ordinance.
I think that this really reflects forward progress for our city. We need to have our municipal codes and our charters match. We need to have the votes of the people respected. And we need a government that has all the accountability structures necessary for a city that is growing and thriving at the rate that Spokane is.
The same goes for local police accountability activist Anwar Peace. He spoke in favor of the ordinance at Monday's meeting and hopes it brings accountability to the police department.
If he has a badge, a gun, and a arrest authority, he should be held accountable, just like the rank and file of police officers that have those same kind of police powers.
Both saying this is what the public voted in favor for back in 2013 with the city charter provision and are happy to see it come to life.
And so I'm looking forward to hopefully this ending the political back and forth and actually going forward with solving the issue. Well, last night, Spokane's chief of police released a video voicing his opposition for this ordinance. He said in part that the proposal would open him up to complaints related to things like the budget, deployment of officers, and other things that may be unpopular in some circles. The ordinance is now in effect, and if anything changes, we'll make sure to keep you updated. Reporting in studio tonight, Natalie Grant, 4 News Now.
Thank you. Well, we recently showed you this new video showing water leaking out of the walls at East Valley Middle School. It led to one person reaching out to 4 News Now with her concerns over the health of staff and students in the building, concerned that mold could be growing in the walls there. Well, the results of the school district's tests are in, and according to the Educational Service District, the hallways and classrooms at East Valley Middle are safe. The school district says it's aware of the leaking at the school and other schools. It says a levy approved in November will help address failing roofs and systems.
Around the Northwest, 4 men from Washington are being charged with what is being described as one of the largest schemes to defraud COVID relief programs in the country. The U.S. Attorney and FBI says of the $3.3 million in stolen money, $2.7 million was taken from the King County Emergency Rental Assistance Program right in the height of the pandemic and when tenants were struggling.
We all know Seattle and King County has been struggling to address homelessness, struggling to address housing affordability, struggling to keep people in their homes.
The U.S. Attorney's Office saying the group tried to steal $6.8 million. Court documents allege the $3.3 million came from 3 places, including a program meant to help businesses during COVID, and that's called the Paycheck Protection Program. Court documents show the group used fake documents and posed as fake landlords and tenants.
Well, still ahead, hot dogs are our favorite snack at the Spokane Indians games, but there are more dogs out there tonight. We're live for the team's annual Bark in the Park event coming up next.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
We don't need a line of credit from STCU right now. Business is booming.
Can I be frank with you? The moment you need a line of credit, you don't qualify for it. It's a paradox.
Like the more I insist that I don't quality test the laughing gas, the more people think I do.
Do you? Anyway, no, it's like flossing so you don't get a cavity. Open up a line of credit now to stay strong when business isn't booming.
What do you think?
All right, let's celebrate. Go ahead and turn that gas on.
No, put that down.
STCU Business. Partner up.
Finally, gardens are growing, flowers are blooming, and the Celebrate Spring event at Jacobs Custom Living continues. New furniture has arrived, and Jacobs really has the largest and most varied inventory ever. Comfortable lounge furniture, elegant outdoor dining sets, umbrellas, and much more. Take it home today if you're ready, or get free storage for a limited time. Special spring clearance pricing on select items throughout the store. Come celebrate spring at Jacobs Custom Living on Sprague, just east of Sullivan in the Spokane Valley.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
We are looking live at Bark in the Park at Avista Stadium, where the Spokane Indians fans are allowed to bring their furry friends to the ballpark. Gotta control them, though. That's the important part.
I didn't even see any dogs in that shot.
Well, that's live TV, folks. Tickets are $6 per pup. All proceeds from the dog tickets will be given to local animal shelters.
Yeah, it is a great cause for what it's expected to be a pretty good game. Sports director Julian Minnesone in studio with us to tell us more about the special night for the Spokane Indians.
Yeah, there's also going to be a puppy parade after the game. So plenty of dogs after the game instead of before. So that's what you're looking for right there. And the Indians are hoping the Eugene Emeralds don't rain on their parade tonight, because Spokane, they are really good, playing really well, red hot right now. We're actually going to send it over to Alex Crescenti, who is live at Avista Stadium with the third member of our sports team. Alex.
Yeah, that's right, Julian. We're just a few minutes away from first pitch here at Avista Stadium, and Burrow and all the other furry ones inside the stadium are here for one reason and one reason only. No, not to steal a cheeseburger out of the hands of a child, but to see the first place Spokane Indians play. And like you said, this team is red hot. Winners of 5 of 6 out in Hillsboro last week to reclaim the top spot in the Northwest League, and we're now starting to see why this team had so much hype coming into the season, even though it took them a bit longer to get there than many expected.
Our plan hasn't changed from day one. It's just finally coming into gear. Everyone's getting warmed up, getting loose, starting to trust themselves. Everyone's feeling good. And that's just more. We know what team we got here.
I think we've stuck with our approach and, built on a lot of kind of the consistency and the work that we've put in, and it's starting to finally show.
Now, the Indians will be hosting the Eugene Emeralds, who are sitting at below 500, so a great opportunity to pick up some wins here this week with a 6-game series starting later this evening. And we're going to have a lot of fun here. I'm sure this one is going to be chasing a lot of foul balls in the bleachers. He's going to be competing with a lot of other dogs, a lot of other faster dogs. Burrow is maybe not the greatest racer in the world, maybe takes after his dad, I don't know. But we're going to have post-game coverage coming up for you on Nightside. But for now, reporting live from Avista Stadium, I'm Alex Crescenti. That is Burrow. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
We've played a lot of fetch with Burrow here in the studio. He is a good catcher. I think he'll be competition. Wednesday's planner, our average high is 73. Our high, 69. We haven't had below average temperatures in a bit. At least a slight chance of showers throughout the day, and the gusty winds will continue. I'll take you hour by hour after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Walker's Furniture.
If you're looking for a great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle, Findlay Downtown Toyota has a whole city block full of great choices to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, so you can buy with confidence.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Water is an essential part of our everyday lives. It's important that Spokane acts wisely to preserve our precious water resources and not waste money on evaporation and the need for supplemental water infrastructure due to a burdened aquifer. Please avoid watering your lawn between the hours of 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and limit watering to under 2 hours a day, 3 days a week. If we all do our part, we'll keep our river flowing strong, even in times of drought.
There's working you. And then there's Chill U. Chill U is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill U is the best you. There you are. Bring back your Chill U with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
It's Summer Madness at Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, and they are loaded up with some of the best used vehicles they've had in years, plus offering top dollar for your trade-in and delaying payments for 90 days. It's the perfect time to upgrade this week at Dishman.
ABC's World News Tonight.
And 4 News Now.
When the local story is national news.
When national stories hit home. Watch ABC World News Tonight at 5:30.
And 4 News Now at 6. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
Our high temperature today, 88 degrees. Look how far above average. 73 is our average high now. In fact, not too far from a record of 91 set back in 1932. We started the day off at a warm 62. 50 is our average morning low. That's our forecast low for tonight. So we are going to drop down to seasonal averages and then actually stay below average tomorrow. 8:49 is our sunset time coming up. 82 right now in Coeur d'Alene. It is sunny. Still have some clouds around Spokane. A little bit of clearing, but that is not necessarily going to be the case for long. We'll be mostly cloudy overnight tonight with that 50-degree overnight low. Gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Tomorrow, not quite as windy, and we do have a chance of showers throughout the day and a high temperature of 69 degrees, so almost a 20-degree drop. Here's a look at our wind speed. Doggone it, that should say Wednesday. I apologize. I have got some computer issues today. The winds will gradually decrease throughout the day. Some of the strongest winds will be in the morning, and again, gusts in that 30-mile-per-hour range. Here's a look at our forecast radar and the cold front coming through tomorrow morning. Here's Wednesday at 4 a.m. We have that chance of showers around the region as that cool air continues to come in from the north, and we'll keep the chance of showers going through tomorrow evening before we begin drying out for Thursday. And we're going to start warming right back up again as well. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 40s in many locations. 50 in Spokane, 51 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Our high temperatures tomorrow, especially cool through North Idaho. Only 61 at Bonners Ferry, 60 tomorrow in Sandpoint and Kellogg, 64 in St. Mary's. Meanwhile, we have some 70s further to the west, Moses Lake, Ritzville, and Grand Coulee. Here's a look at your planning forecast. Tomorrow, chance of showers off and on throughout the day with gusty winds. 75 on Thursday with partly cloudy skies, right back up to seasonal temperatures. 80 on Friday. Then that cooling trend happens again. 76 on Saturday. Only 65 for Father's Day with a slight chance of showers. A better chance of rain as we get into Juneteenth Monday and Tuesday. Overnight lows down in the 40s on many nights. I'll be back in the next half hour looking out 8 to 14 days. This cooling trend looks like it is going to continue. I'll tell you all about that. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. Spokane Valley can be a desert when it comes to shelter services.
But millions in American Rescue Plan funds are set to help create more housing and service options. Our Vanessa Perez is here in studio tonight with how those funds could help families transition into housing much faster.
Expanding to the Valley will bring some much needed relief to the community, from transitional housing, low income to senior housing. This funding will create more options. The first shelter services will be coming to Spokane Valley, filling a much needed gap.
Most of the time when people think of homelessness, they think of adults on the street or like a Camp Hope or a track shelter. But really in the Valley, the homeless that they see are children and their families.
Family Promise will use over $1 million to open a shelter and expand its services. The expansion will help families with children on the verge of being homeless or those already experiencing it. A new program called Flash is designed to rehouse families quicker.
New model where we're taking all the best practices of everything we've learned over our 25 years and put them together in such a way that we can do things really quickly. So that shelter that's in the Valley is going to be designed to rehouse families within 72 hours.
Funding is also going to help Volunteers of America's Youth Homeless Shelter. Crosswalk is moving out of downtown and into a safer neighborhood.
Our kids were very clear that they wanted to be out of downtown and embedded in a neighborhood. And Chief Gary is an incredible neighborhood for the kids to be in. And it's right across from SCC. So they have their, as one of our staff members said, their future's right across the streets.
The funding not stopping there. Another $1.46 million will go to Reclaim Recovery, an organization focused on transitioning men away from addiction, homelessness, and incarceration. The funding will pay for 2 transitional housing locations.
And we want to be someone where we can get involved and help get those people out of homelessness and into a job, into a safe place to live.
Millions in funding going to address the dire housing crisis. Family Promise is expected to open the shelter in the fall. It's already starting to work with people in Spokane Valley to get ready to help children and families. The nonprofit also says rental assistance for Spokane County will be available starting in July. Habitat for Humanity and Spokane Neighborhood Action Partners were awarded funding for projects as well. Live in studio, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
Vanessa, thank you. This is just one approach officials are taking to combat homelessness. Later this month, the Spokane Regional Homeless Coalition will present their recommendations to local leaders to address homelessness in Spokane County.
Well, still ahead, diapers and diplomas, the special Spokane school that gets teen parents to graduation day and could help their kids succeed years later. Plus,
coming up after the break, we will show you 4 tips to prepare you and your family for the wildfire smoke that could happen this year.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Have you been looking for the perfect pre-owned vehicle and wondered, where have all the used cars gone?
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, we have the best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Whether you're looking for a Toyota, Subaru, Ford, or maybe that perfect Honda.
Every pre-owned vehicle is quality inspected and ready for you to take home today.
We work with local lenders to get you the rate you deserve.
Inventory changes daily, so come see us at Coeur d'Alene Honda or visit us on our website at cdahonda.com.
There's something unusual about doing business with Idaho Central Credit Union. It's not something you can put your finger on. It's not something you can copy and mass produce. It's just the Idaho way. And that's the way we partner with your business. Welcome to Business Unusual, where how you do business is how we do business. Idaho Central Credit Union. Your business is our purpose.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Coeur d'Alene Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you you want to do some shopping, we got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. At the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
So much of life happens at home, which is why your home should be a place of inspiration, designed around great floors you love. Spending time at home on Great Floors is something to celebrate. Great Floors is offering discounts on select top-quality Mohawk products. Save 10% on Revwood flooring. Revwood Flooring by Mohawk offers stress-free style so you can live life on floors you love. Plus, ask about your 12-month 0% in-house financing. Visit a Great Floors showroom for details and live life on Great Floors.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile. 26 years strong.
Some wild video here of a theft using a truck to rip an ATM out of a store in Seattle. Surveillance video first shows the group pulling up and then using the truck to rip out the front door and then wrapping some kind of rope around the ATM and hauling it away, leaving smashed glass and ruined merchandise behind.
Man, that takes a lot of nerve. I mean, that's pretty ballsy.
Fortunately, there's no one in the store during the robbery. Authorities have not yet determined if there are suspects that they're going to release more information on. Well, when wildfires start here in the inland Northwest, all that smoke in the air can impact your health.
Spokane's health district says there are ways to prepare for the smoke and air pollution. Peter Choi explains how to protect your loved ones from polluted air.
Spokane covered in a murky haze, a wildfire smoke is now a common sight.
We've had to cancel events or ask outdoor activities to please, reschedule because it's just not healthy for people to be outside working.
She says the long exposure to polluted air from wildfire smoke can cause severe health risks, especially people with pre-existing health conditions.
Maybe like COPD or asthma, or maybe even they had prior illnesses such as a really bad cold or bronchitis or even COVID, then they can experience extreme symptoms from the wildfire smoke.
Now the question is, how do you protect yourself when you have to be outside? Spokane Regional Health District says, wear a mask like N95 and limit your time spent outside.
To keep inside air clean, close any windows and doors when it's smoky outside. And make sure to run your portable air purifier at home. And if you don't have one, you can create own box fan filters.
One of those ways is just by running your HVAC system, if you have one, utilizing a MERV 13 filter, so you're filtering out as much of those fine particulates as you can.
Don't add to indoor air pollution. The district suggests minimizing burning candles and cooking inside.
Now, the last thing you need to do is check the air quality whenever you're planning outdoor activities. You can find more information on our website, kxly.com. In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
We have breaking news out of Grant County. Level 3 evacuations are in place, meaning get out now for anyone living near the 24,000 block of State Route 17 and Road N Northeast because of a wildfire.
Inflation levels are the lowest they've been in more than 2 years. New data shows consumer prices rose 4% last month compared to a year ago, far better than the 9% increase we saw last June, but still double the target set by the Federal Reserve. Rent prices are among those on the decline. Airfare is down 13%. Food prices are over 6%, and the Federal Reserve has hiked interest rates 10 times since March of 2022 in an effort to combat inflation. Now most economists expect the Fed will pause raising those rates at tomorrow's meeting, but the fight to ease prices isn't over yet.
People are hungry, so we feed them as best as we can.
Food pantries like this one in Chicago are still seeing a record shortage of essential items and a steady stream of people who need help. President Biden says the new inflation report is, quote, good news for hardworking families, but also acknowledges there's more work to do.
Police have not released the name of the body pulled out of this fire that was caused an intersection of 195 to collapse. Investigators say a truck carrying up to 8,500 gallons of gasoline lost control, causing it to flip on its side, igniting the fuel. Family members say the human remains that were found belonged to the driver, 53-year-old Nathaniel Moody. His cousin Isaac saying he doesn't know how to break the news to Nathaniel's 7-year-old daughter.
I don't know what I'm going to say to her. And she asked me, because do you see my daddy? Do you know where my daddy's at? Can you find my daddy? I don't know what I'm going to say to her.
Isaac, a truck driver himself, says his cousin knew the dangers of driving a fuel tanker and was extremely careful.
We have much more coming up tonight at 6:30.
Including the latest on the historic arraignment of former President Donald Trump. Plus,
I don't know, I figured I'd like drop out or something. Not really make anything of myself.
how one local high school helps get teen parents on a path to graduation. Next on 4 News Now at 6.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
If you're looking for a great deal on a certified pre-owned vehicle, Findlay Downtown Toyota has a whole city block full of great choices to choose from. Plus, every used vehicle sold comes with a 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty, so you can buy with confidence.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com denominated. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
If you've been thinking about remodeling your kitchen or upgrading a bathroom with a fun new look, right now is the perfect time to call Northwest Granite and Cabinets.
Northwest Granite and Cabinets is the premier shop for the best selection of unique granite, marble, and quartz countertop options, and can customize any unique look you need with a variety of options for any room in your home.
So, if you're looking to give your home a fresh new look this year, call Northwest Granite, the one-stop shop that does it all.
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a Pit Boss grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite decking and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build? Are you suffering from neuropathy? Do you experience stabbing pain, numbness, tingling, or burning in your feet? Are you tired of sleepless nights and avoiding life due to pain? If you've been diagnosed with neuropathy or are experiencing pain or numbness in your feet, pick up the phone and call us right now before it's too late. Neuropathy is a very serious and progressive disease where your nerves start to break down. Eventually, it leads to balance problems, falls, complete loss of independence, and often amputation. Our program addresses the underlying causes and doesn't simply mask your symptoms with medication. In fact, many patients start experiencing relief from their neuropathy symptoms within weeks. There's no surgery and no use of prescription drugs. Pick up the phone right now and call the number on your screen to find out if you're a candidate for our neuropathy program that has changed thousands of lives. You don't have to spend another day suffering. Call us today and see if you qualify for the relief you deserve. Do not wait. Call now.
Want to get away? This month, when you purchase a new vehicle from Dishman Dodge Ram Chrysler Jeep, you'll receive free airfare to a destination of your choice, making it the perfect time to get a new vehicle this week at Dishman.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We are continuing to follow breaking news out of Florida. Former President Donald Trump is maintaining his innocence, making a not guilty plea in Miami federal court. Indicted on 37 counts related to his handling of classified documents since leaving office.
Mr. Trump is the first former president to face federal charges. CNN's Chris Wynn is in Miami with more.
Hello, everybody.
The former president making a stop at a Cuban restaurant Tuesday, just minutes after entering a not guilty plea in Miami federal court. While outside a vocal court of public opinion.
This is a political persecution of our duly elected president because he did win 2020.
I just can't even believe that he would be convicted.
I want to support President Trump.
Get on the bus, traitor! Get on the bus!
While buses filled with supporters of the former president rolled in, Mr. Trump's arrival was underground out of view, as was his arrest by U.S. Marshals and arraignment before a magistrate. The former president faces 37 criminal charges, a majority for alleged violations of the Espionage Act, centering on classified documents he's accused of keeping after leaving office and refusing to return them. The case has polarized many in his own party.
It wasn't anything classified. It was newspaper clippings and some personal items presented to try to give the impression that there's all these classified documents.
If this indictment is true, if what it says is actually the case, President Trump was incredibly reckless with our national security.
What exactly was he doing with them? Did someone remind him he's not the president anymore?
In Miami, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
We have a big change in the weather with temperature dropping close to 20 degrees by tomorrow.
It's going to feel very different. It's because of a powerful cold front making its way into our area. So gusty winds, thunderstorms, really the whole gambit. Let's send it over to Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
Oh, that cold front is not approaching with much subtlety. Winds across the region, gusts to 36 miles per hour in Spokane right now. Windy through the valley and Moses Lake. In Pullman, 30-mile-per-hour gusts. Some reports of some blowing dust. Visibility down to 5 miles. Down on the Palouse, down toward Walla Walla, may actually be bringing in some wildfire smoke from a fire down around Hermiston, Oregon, into the Palouse. Right now on our satellite and radar, the last of some thunderstorms are moving out of the central panhandle. We did have a severe thunderstorm, excuse me, that moved through the Bayview area and Apple earlier this afternoon. A little bit of a new thunderstorm development just east of Lewiston, but we are dry across eastern Washington and should stay that way for most of the night. Here's a look at our forecast radar. That cold front approaching 11 o'clock tonight, dry across the area. Then we start to see some showers moving in as that front continues to make its way to the south. Temperatures will be impacted dramatically. Highs today were in the 80s and 90s over much of the region. Highs tomorrow in the 60s and 70s. Your Wednesday planner, at least a slight chance of showers off and on throughout the day with gusty winds, especially in the morning, and a high of 69. I'll be back with your 7-day forecast plus some cool and wet weather in the extended outlook. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. The Kootenai County Sheriff's Office arrested a convicted sex offender and former Los Angeles police officer for failing to update his information. This is Ryan Gallagher. He was arrested at his home in Hayden. The Sheriff's Office says he was convicted for several lewd acts back in 2014 when he was still employed by the LAPD. He has been charged with 4 violations that each carry a maximum of 10 years in federal prison and a $5,000 fine.
We have a consumer alert for anyone who drives a newer Jeep Grand Cherokee. The company is recalling 354,000 of their 2022-23 Grand Cherokees and 2021-23 Grand Cherokee L SUVs. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the rear coil spring may have been installed incorrectly, which could cause them to fall off. As of now, there have been no reports of crashes or injuries.
Lumen High School, located in downtown Spokane, offers teen parents the tools they need to raise their children while finishing school. And over the weekend, 9 of those parents walked across the stage to get their degrees.
I didn't think it would ever really happen. I don't know, I figured I'd drop out or something, not really make anything of myself.
Well, graduates like the one you just heard from say that the school was crucial for them to reach this point. New at 6:30 tonight, our Bronte Sorotsky joins us in studio with a look at the school's impact on teen parents and how its unique approach helps them continue their education.
Lumen High School's principal tells me oftentimes students feel the need to choose between academics or being a parent. But this school allows them the support and flexibility to do both. Something one graduate tells me she wouldn't have been able to finish school without. With her son Sebastian in her arms, Ashley Villanueva received her high school diploma, something she never envisioned for herself before Lumen High School.
I don't know, I figured I'd drop out or something, not really make anything of myself.
Ashley had Sebastian when she was a junior at Lewis and Clark and transferred to Lumen shortly after. Lumen isn't your traditional high school. While it does offer education for grades 9 through 12, it gives teen parents the resources they need so they don't have to choose between being a parent or finishing their education.
We have a very robust student support team that includes mental health counseling. We have an on-site medical clinic. We offer diapers, formula, clothing, anything a student would need to be successful both as a student and as a parent.
During Ashley's first 4 months at Lumen, she was able to bring her son to class with her. Then he was able to stay in daycare where she could visit him throughout the day. While staying on track of academics, Ashley and her fellow classmates were able to set aside time to just be parents too.
They're very open-minded. They understand we're parents. We're trying to parent our kids and be there for our kids as well as get an education.
As they received their diplomas, these students weren't just setting an example for themselves, but for their children too.
It's just proven that students who make that decision, their children are more likely to follow in their footsteps to get their diploma and go on to what's next.
And what's next for Ashley is up to her. She's currently deciding between college or an apprenticeship.
Which is a very big accomplishment of mine because since I was a little girl, I've always wanted to be in the medical field.
She says she has the school staff to thank for teaching her all the ways she and her classmates can succeed. Lumen High School has an open enrollment and is always looking for new students that may need the extra support, and enrollment is free. Live in studio, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. Tomorrow's Flag Day to celebrate the symbolism and history behind the American flag. June 14th was proclaimed Flag Day by President Woodrow Wilson in 1916, but the first Flag Day was celebrated in 1877, a century after the flag was adopted. The American flag has undergone changes throughout the years, but the colors have remained the same. Red is for valor, white is for purity, blue is for vigilance, perseverance, and justice. According to the U.S. flag code created by Congress in 1942, the stars, known as the Union side, should be on the left side if you're hanging the flag in a window. No other flag should be flown above or to the right of the American flag except at the United Nations. It's preferred that the flag be flown from sunrise to sunset, and when a flag gets worse for wear, it should be destroyed with dignity.
American Airlines is getting rid of its free checked bag policy on all basic economy tickets. That's according to USA Today. That means there will now be a $75 fee for the first checked bag on transoceanic flights. And American says this simplifies its offerings by having the same features for basic economy on both domestic and international flights.
A handful of Gonzaga Bulldogs are hoping to be selected in next week's NBA draft, while some players will have an uphill climb to make an NBA team.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't,
we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
Dear Detour, you took us off-road on the gnarliest trails. You asked us to measure up. So yeah, we did. When life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
This June, KXLY and Adams Tractor are giving you the chance to win one free KXLY Golf Pass and a new driver. You could win a free round of golf at 8 different premier golf courses within an hour of Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, plus tee it up with a brand new driver. Play for free at these courses and test your skills. The Highlands, Esmeralda, Trailhead, Downriver, The Links, Deer Park, Stone Ridge, and Twin Lakes Village. Go to the KXLY.com contest page and enter to win a free KXLY Golf Pass and driver from Adams Tractor and KXLY.
Why not have the bath of your dreams? With Bath Planet, you can once again relax and enjoy the beauty of your new shower and bath. Our custom-built baths and showers will forever change the way your bathroom looks.
Call today for a free in-home consultation.
Spilling the ET Father's Day edition. New kid on the block, Joey McIntyre, gets grilled by his two sons.
You are grounded. Next, ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30. A Spokane Valley homeowner thought her smoke detectors were fine, but they weren't. How firefighters spotted a potentially deadly problem and how you can get the same help for free. Thursday at 6 on Good Morning Northwest.
Let's take a look at our current wind speeds across the region, especially windy in Spokane, through the Columbia Basin and up into the Okanagan, right in the Soap Lake area where we have a wildfire in progress right now and some evacuations. Wind gusts are in the 30-mile-per-hour range, and unfortunately, the winds are going to continue to be an issue overnight, may even actually pick up a little bit around midnight. Things will begin to slowly calm down through the day. Tomorrow, some of the strongest winds will be in the morning. 8 o'clock, 16-mile-per-hour winds. Those are sustained wind. Gusts will be in the 30-mile-per-hour range tomorrow, especially the first part of the day. Meanwhile, that is cold air that is creating those winds, pushing into the region with a cold front. Our high temperature today, 88, 73 is our average high. We're going to take a pretty good drop in our temperatures. Bit of a roller coaster, really, in our temperature trend. Tomorrow, a high of 69 degrees and almost 20-degree drop from today. This white line right here is our average high, which is in the mid-70s now. We'll be back in the mid-70s Thursday, 80 degrees Friday, and then we take another drop. 65 degrees on Father's Day, and we stay in the 60s through the middle of next week and potentially beyond. Our outlook for June 21st through June 27th, that's 8 to 14 from the Climate Prediction Center, calling for below average temperatures throughout the entire western United States, particularly further to the south in the desert Southwest. Precipitation, also a chance of above average precipitation through most of the west. Not something we have been seeing a lot of in this part of the country. Here's a look at our forecast radar in terms of precipitation with this approaching cold front. And this model really downplaying our chance of rain in Spokane. Starting off 6 o'clock tomorrow morning with just the very lightest of some sprinkles in the northeast mountains. Some showers in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene by 9 a.m. Then we see mostly dry conditions through noon until we get up into the northeast mountains and extreme north Idaho. More rain coming in by tomorrow evening. Here's 6 o'clock tomorrow evening with some heavier precipitation. Most likely we will not be dealing with any thunderstorms. If any, those will be found over the higher terrain, and a little more rain coming in tomorrow evening before we dry out for Thursday and start that warm up. Thursday, 75 degrees with partly cloudy skies, a calmer day as well. 80 on Friday with partly cloudy conditions. Father's Day right now, 65 degrees with a slight chance of showers, a better chance of rain heading into next week, including on Juneteenth, a 30% chance of rain. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. Well, a couple of mule deer took a break from the afternoon summer heat to relax in the shade in East Spokane. We have some video. These sweet little deer were spotted by neighbors living on East Dalton near Gonzaga Prep. And you can see how the antlers are pretty fresh there on the buck, indicating he's probably on the younger side. Deer, moose, and black bear sightings have all been reported on nearly a weekly basis since spring started in Spokane this year.
Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. A classic roast beef saddled up with all that. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Take control of your credit card debt with a P1 FCU personal loan. We're offering no payments for 90 days and a fixed rate of 9.99% APR for a limited time. Consolidating debt can help you save money and simplify your life with the ease of a single payment. Plus, if you open or have an Ascend checking account, you'll be eligible for an extra $200. Visit p1fcu.org/takecontrol and apply today. P1 FCU, your community, your credit union.
This is how legends 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your hometown Chevy dealer today.
Hi, this is Nota Begay III, PGA Tour member and Golf Channel broadcaster. I'm here to tell you about sponsorship opportunities for the Circling Raven Championship, the women's professional tournament presented by KXLY4 News. It will feature more than 150 rising stars from 30 countries. For sponsors, it's an ideal way to empower youth, women, and Native Americans through the game of golf. For more information, visit cdacasino.com or call 800-523-2464. I'll see you there.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Arby's crispy classic chicken sandwich. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water wise this summer.
Well, the NBA season has come to an end, and it's already time to look at next year and where some of the Gonzaga Bulldogs fit in. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesome. The NBA draft is set for next week, and a few former Gonzaga players are hoping to hear their name called, but it might be an uphill climb. 19 players have received invites to attend the NBA draft green room. None are from Gonzaga. Now, these players were voted on by team presidents and general managers as the most likely to be drafted in the first round. 4 or 5 more players are still expected to receive invites in the coming days. The green room is the staging area at the draft in which players wait to hear their name called. But just because a player didn't get an invite doesn't mean they're not getting drafted. One reason the Gonzaga players didn't receive an invite is because of where they may be projected. Gonzaga forward Julian Strawther is the highest projected draft pick for the Bulldogs, and he is slated to land in the 2nd round. Same with Drew Timme. Gonzaga guards Malachi Smith and Rajir Bolton are not projected draft picks, according to multiple mock drafts. And Washington State center Mohamed Gay has been projected as a borderline 2nd round pick. The NBA draft is scheduled for June 22nd. And you can watch it right here on 4 News Now. A memorial for former Gonzaga and Eastern Washington basketball coach Jerry Krause will be held at McCarthy Athletic Center tomorrow. Krause died from colon cancer last month. He was 87 years old. Now, Krause worked at Gonzaga for 20 years, most recently as the director of basketball operations. Before his time with the Zags, Krause was the head coach at Eastern Washington for 17 years. The event is open to the public. Doors open at 3 o'clock. The ceremony begins at 4. According to multiple reports, former Washington State Athletic Director Jim Sterk is in line to become the new athletic director at his alma mater, Western Washington University. Sterk was the athletic director at WSU from 2000 to 2010. He also spent time at San Diego State, Portland State, and most recently Missouri. Sterk was named the NCAA Division I National Athletic Director of the Year in 2015-2016.
Now, it was a season to forget for the Washington State baseball team, but one bright spot was the play of senior Jacob McKeon. McKeon was named to the All-West Region First Team by the American Baseball Coaches Association. After earning second-team honors last season, McKeon is the first Cougar to earn back-to-back All-Region honors since 2011. McKeon hit 8 home runs and was an All-Pac-12 performer for the Cougars this season. And the Spokane Indians have the ultimate home field advantage tonight. With all the dogs barking around, it's Bark in the Park night at Avista Stadium. Fans can bring their dogs to the game. Tickets are $6 and all proceeds will be given to local animal shelters. This one just got underway. No score yet, and we'll have an update from that game tonight on Nightside. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. Former NFL running back Peyton Hillis is sharing his harrowing story for the first time after he saved his young son and niece from a dangerous rip current that nearly cost him his life.
In an exclusive interview with Good Morning America co-host Michael Strahan, he's talking about how he's doing after surviving the ICU on a ventilator. ABC's Melissa Adon has the story.
Former NFL running back Peyton Hillis seen here fighting for his life on the beach after the 37-year-old swam into the ocean to rescue his 9-year-old son and 8-year-old niece from a rip current in Pensacola, Florida back in January.
It is 100% a miracle that somebody didn't die.
Hillis telling Michael Strahan how he does not remember seeing any lifeguards or red flags on the beach. County officials say they were patrolling the area. Hillis saying he was forced to decide who to save first.
I think the scariest point to me was when I'm swimming to my son and I have to pass by him because my niece is in more danger.
You had to make a decision.
Yes, but I knew that I had to pass him up to get to Camille first because, you know, if I didn't, there's no way she would have made it. And so swam past my son and I got to Camille and she starts freaking out, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I go, honey, you're not gonna die. That's not going to happen.
Once his niece was safe on a boogie board, along with her mother, who'd also swam out to save her, Hillis swam back for his son.
You're just thinking, Lord, please, I really don't care about my life. I don't. But if we can get him out of here, then that's the only thing I'm going to care about.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Bracing for Trump. Next, Inside Edition. Will Trump supporters descend on Miami for the historic arraignment? The extraordinary security measures they're taking to keep everyone safe. Fears of January 6th-style chaos.
All the movements will be done inside or underground.
Then, the 2-year-old toddler who has visited 50 national parks and counting.
It's a goal to get to 63 by 3.
Will she break the record? Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
When they ask you where you get your edge, where you get your drive, where you get your style, be sure to let them know.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Z.
The Lexus RX, the next generation of luxury, design, and technology. Never lose your edge.
The award-winning Spokane Valley Summer Theater presents its 2023 sizzling summer season, the original high school musical Grease, June 16 through July 2nd. The regional premiere of Steve Martin's musical Bright Star, an American folktale inspired by a true story, July 14 through 23rd. And the regional premiere of Jimmy Buffett's Escape to Margaritaville, August 4 through 20th. Single and season tickets available now at sbsummertheater.com or call 509-368-7897.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck?
Call Russell & Hill, attorneys at law.
Where real people
with real injuries
get real results.
24/7, nights and weekends.
Free consultations.
And there's never a fee unless we win.
Choose 2.
Choose Russell & Hill.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
Everybody plays a fool. Tell them, Judge Harvey. We want money. No exception to
just when she started talking.
Judge Steve Harvey returns Wednesday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Day Out for the Blind, Spokane.
More breaking news out of Grant County. Level 1 evacuations, meaning be prepared to leave, are now in place for the entire city of Soap Lake because of a wildfire. That's on top of level 3 evacuations that are already there.
The sheriff's office saying the fire is burning just north of the city off of Route 17. You can get more information on where this has impacted the most on KXLY.com.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.